Yo, 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 it is what it ain't. It's your boy, Rude Dog. Check this out, man. Yo, I told y'all I was going live in this motherfucker, but now let's go ahead and make it crack-a-lake. This is an adult channel. Adult things do happen. Adult things do go on. You will hear me smoking. You will hear me talking shit. You will hear me saying some things that'll have you like, what the fuck? But anyways, though, let's go ahead and make it crack-a-lake. Yo, man, you won't believe this shit, man. Trump and this motherfucker going off. Him and Elon Musk, nigga. I'm talking about these niggas going toe to toe. It's crazy in this motherfucker, man. They gotta know. But yo, this is for educational purposes only. So go ahead, get your popcorn and do whatever you do to enjoy what you're gonna hear. Cause they get ready to swing some words in this piece. Heard some words. Nah, I'm clowning around being stupid though. For real shit, they're gonna hear some words in this bitch though.
Trump and Elon, here's what's happening. It's not going well between Trump and Elon. Here's what's happening.
My bad, I had to rewind that.
So Elon recently left the administration and his status as a special government employee, and they had a brotherly news conference where they were patting each other on the back just last week. And then Elon said, I can stand it no longer. I have got to say what I feel. The big, beautiful bill is an absolute abomination, a disgusting abomination, ridiculing the amount of spending and the amount of pork that's in there. You know, these pet projects that you've got to give this lawmaker or that in order to get them to be a yes on the bill. And he's ripping on it, and Trump is selling it at the same time, and clearly has a disagreement with Elon about this. So Trump had been holding his fire. Elon went off for 2 days in a row, started Tuesday, continued Wednesday. Trump didn't say anything. He let off some steam. But you know how Trump is. Like, you keep poking the bear, and the bear is going to give you the claw eventually. And it just happened. Here's the first soundbite from Trump behind. He's in the Oval for this, is he not, team? I think he's in the Oval talking about this. Yeah. Okay. SOT 1.
Yeah, I can understand why he's upset. Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk. And even with the black eye, I said, do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup. But he said, no, I don't think so, which is interesting and very nice. He wants to be who he is, so you could make that statement too, I guess. Look, Elon and I had a great relationship.
Yo, y'all caught that right. Man, yo, he straight throw that look like, But yo, Elon, my nigga though, so I can do that. And he threw another one.
I don't know if we're well anymore. I was surprised because you were here. Everybody in this room practically was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best thing. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything. And I am right about the great, big, beautiful bill.
Okay. So you can tell it's getting tenser. But then he went on. We're getting the soundbite ready. This just happened.
In other words, homie was talking shit. He said, nigga, my bill is shit. What you talking about, nigga? Nigga, my bill is shit. You better recognize, dog. Don't be playing with my bill, man. Don't be playing with my bill.
I'll give you the preview, and then we'll play it when we have it ready. But he came out and said, I would have won Pennsylvania without Elon, and suggested maybe he's suffering from some Trump derangement syndrome. Oh, God. And then Elon came out. Oh, by the way, Trump also said, I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anyone. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden, he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out we're going to have to cut electric vehicle mandates, EV mandates, subsidies for, green energy and like places like Tesla. He hasn't said anything bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. And then Elon came out and said, okay, first of all, false. This bill was never shown to me, not even once. It was passed in the dead of night so fast that almost no one in Congress could even read it. Whatever. he continued on X. Keep the EV and solar incentive cuts in the bill. Fine. Even though there are no oil and gas subsidies, none of those are touched. Very unfair.
Oh, he was like, you know what? Fuck it. Keep that shit. Keep that shit. Even though you ain't putting no gas in my shit, nigga. Keep that shit. I ain't even tripping. That's, you know what I'm saying. I can't say that on here, but you know what I'm saying. He said, keep that shit.
But ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in this bill. In the entire history of civilization, there's never been legislation that is both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this. Either you get a big and ugly bill or a slim and beautiful one. Slim and beautiful is the way to go. And here was that soundbite with Trump going after him on Pennsylvania. Watch.
I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office. He's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it, but we have it with others too. They leave and they wake up in the morning and the glamour's gone. The whole world is different.
Oh, he just basically told Elon, he said, Elon, get off my nuts. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real. You know you want to be over there in the Oval Office with me, dog. The Oval Office. Quit tripping, dog. The Oval Office. Yeah, when y'all heard that shit. But yeah, though, he said, man, you want to be in the Oval Office with me, dog. Get off my nuts, man. You know what I'm saying? Quit tripping, nigga. Everybody that come there like me, you know what I'm saying, nigga? Shoot. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my crib the shit. And I know it. You can't fade the White House. Everybody know I'm the president, dog. I'm the shit.
And they become hostile.
That's basically what he just said.
Oh boy. And then, Stu, Elon tweeted out, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude. Oh, your thoughts?
Oh, man. Well, maybe this was all too good to be true, Megan.
We love that first hour. That first hour is so fun.
I know. Now it all crumbles. This sort of super team combo with Elon and Trump was always one of those things you've wondered about how long it might last, right? I mean, they're two very big egos, two people who do not like to back down at all and kind of live their lives with, I'm going to say whatever I want about whomever I want. I think there's a lot of Republicans who would be terrified of taking on Elon Musk, from him obviously controlling X to the fact that he's kind of like became, the Republicans' biggest benefactor, right? Like maybe that's one of the reasons why this took a couple of days. But frankly, when you start saying stuff to Donald Trump like you would not have won without me, I don't know that there's anything that you could say to Donald Trump that would piss him off more than that sentence. I fear
other
that
than you lost in 2020. Those two,
right? Yes, those two things, and they're very closely related, right? I think, it's funny. I was really optimistic with Elon Musk joining the way that he did. I read his autobiography, or not his autobiography, the biography that was written about him, but the guy followed him around for months and months and months and months.
Walter Isaacson.
And thank you very much. The book is great, and it's really interesting. And you see Elon Musk, there's a lot of flaws in him. He's not a perfect guy. But one of the things that was really encouraging about him entering government was the way he approached these things. He often looked at the systems that had been ingrained forever and questioned them and ripped them apart and made them more efficient. And so I had really high hopes for this. but it always felt like there was a bit of a wick on a time bomb that, or a wick, I guess it wouldn't be a time bomb if there was a wick, but I'm making up the analogy as I go here, Megan.
I got it. I'm picturing the cartoon bomb that does have a wick.
Exactly. It's funny. When this all happened, I was with a group of friends back right after the election. Trump won, and we were all kind of sitting around, and all of us were rooting for this to be really successful, to Trump to do great, and Elon to be great, helpful. And as we talked about it, we just kind of came up with this conclusion that, oh no, this is going to turn bad. It's not going to last that long. And we actually had a bet in which we predicted the date of the breakup. And my pick, I want this to be known nationally, was May 29th. That was my pick. It is June 5th. So I missed by less than a week. And in the commercial break, after you told me about that clip, Megan, I went into the group chat and I just texted my Venmo. I'm not happy that I'm going to win that bet, but I believe that bet is won.
Yeah, it's not a surprise. It's unfortunate because, it's so much better for America, I think, to have Elon on board with the Trump agenda. Maybe they will be again. Maybe the big, beautiful bill, which Mark Halpern was explaining to us yesterday, will pass because it must pass or Trump's entire presidency is in danger. That is what he said. Maybe Elon will just swallow it and get past it and realize there's still so many areas of cooperation. And it does not serve us at all to have him supporting Democrats. Like yesterday, he was saying people who vote for this thing will pay a price. I don't think he's actually going to run against Republicans. I mean, what he's getting now online is people like George Conway tweeting, "I love Elon Musk. Don't you?" So what does this do for the left now, Stu? Are they going to start buying Teslas again? Are they going to, is it okay to drive one? You don't have to firebomb Tesla stores any longer since Elon is taking on Trump. I don't know, but it's not over because there's, I think, zero chance Trump lets "you would have lost the election without me" lie. He is not going to let that lie without pummeling Elon. It's about to get ugly.
I'm telling y'all, this is the fight of the dogs. It's about to get stupid in this motherfucker. It's the fight of the dogs.
Oh man, it's going to get really ugly. And I don't, I'm not, I know you're not either. I'm not excited about it. I think it was a really positive thing. And hopefully there is something that happens. I still think I agree with Mark that something's going to pass. It might not be this exact bill or something super close to it. There may be a simplification process that has to occur over a period of time. We will see on that. And maybe Elon can come around to that. I think it's really negative for the country if Elon gets embraced by the left and goes back that direction.
This administration is working very hard to try and fix this country. But while they're focused on fixing the country, they can't fix your personal finances. That's really up to you. And that's why thousands of Americans are turning to Birch Gold. That's not great. Into a tax-sheltered IRA, thousands of happy customers take control of protecting your savings today.
Well, y'all, I tried to fast forward it for you, but that's the end of it. But is that serious, man? These motherfuckers is going at it. And I put money on it that Elon Musk is shitty as hell, that Trump done motherfucking backed out. I've been watching this shit on the low at work because I'm still political than a motherfucker. But to keep it all the way real and 100, this is going to be a fight to watch. Real talk. I'm up out of here. Be sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner. Holla at your boy, Rude Dog.